Hello and welcome to A Book in 5 Minutes. My name is Moran and I'm a training and development consultant, and I work mostly with non-profit organisations to help them to create awesome workplaces. And while I've been doing that work, I have spent a lot of time reading books. And the kind of books that I like to read are business development, personal development, books on effective management, and books on thinking. And the reason I do this is because obviously this helps me to continue to develop my skill set in terms of what makes a good team, what works in terms of relationships, dynamics, working relationships, and what makes a great workplace. And you might remember about 3 months or so ago, I reviewed this book, The 12-Week Year. And this is a book on productivity, how to increase your productivity. And as a freelance, self-employed person working alone at home quite a lot of time and having to make things happen, having to decide that this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to produce, it's something that I personally have struggled with off and on, and I'm sure that anybody else who works alone or who works in a workplace where they don't get much in terms of encouragement and support will recognise that how to motivate yourself is quite a difficult thing to do on an ongoing basis. And this book promises a method of doing that. And again, if you've followed my book reviews, you'll know that I've tried quite a lot of these different productivity methods. I've tried out quite a few myself. And what I did say was that I'd give this 12-week planning process a try and let you know how I got on. So that's the purpose of today's video, is to tell you that I did the 12-week program. I implemented some of the things that it said. I set myself 3 targets, 3 aims that I wanted to work on, and all the way through it, I then reported weekly to a group of friends who would hold me accountable to how much I had stuck to my plan, how much I'd achieved in the previous week, what I was going to work on the following week. And I also implemented the scoring system that it suggests, that you have set things that you need to do each week in order to work towards your goals, and you then score were you 100% effective in doing all of the things in your implementation. The point being that if you take that sort of old saying, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. You don't immediately get the 1,000 miles done, but you take the first step and the next and the next and the next, and then you measure your progress. And I have to say that these 2 things, implementing, scoring my implementation and reporting weekly on how I've done, have been game changing for me. They really have worked so incredibly well. As I said, I set myself 3 targets. One was to do with my health and fitness, and I wanted to lose 15 pounds in the 12-week period. Didn't quite manage that. My implementation on the health and fitness activity was very good overall. It was usually between 90 and 100%. I think there might have been 1 week when it was a bit below 90%, but other than that, it was between 90 and 100%. And at the end of it, I'd lost 12 pounds. So I'm really pleased with that. And also, although I didn't measure my fitness in terms of, how much I could do, I can see and feel the difference in how much I can actually do in terms of my physical activity. I set myself a work target, a business target, and I have to say that didn't go quite so well. My implementation wasn't as good. It hovered around about the sort of 50 to 60%-ish. Sometimes it dipped quite low, even underneath 50%. But part of that was because halfway through I decided on a change of focus, which obviously you're not meant to do. You're meant to have worked this out all in advance, but life isn't as precise and as perfect as that. And it did lead to a change of thinking and a change of approach that I want to implement. So that was actually quite exciting, and look out for that, because it might be something that will be of interest to you. I did also launch a 30-day challenge, how to improve, how to change how you feel about work, and that was addressed at individuals, which is kind of the new side of things for me. I did actually launch that part the way through. And the third thing that I had as a goal was to declutter the office that I work from. I have to say it's not finished, but I have made some visible progress. It's maybe about half done. So again, that's a step in the right direction. It's really good progress. So to sum up, would I recommend this book? Yes, absolutely. Now that I've not only read it and loved it, but actually put it into practice, which is the bit I often fall down on, it is so helpful. So a really great system to implement. So I would definitely recommend that you give this book a try. The other thing I personally have fallen down on is that once I got to the end of the 12 weeks, instead of taking a week to put the next 12-week plan into place, I've taken a couple of weeks longer than that. But I am really excited to make a start on the new 12-week plan. I'll probably have 2 weeks off around the Christmas and the New Year holidays, because, life is not just about work and just about reaching your goals. It's also about having fun, enjoying life, spending time with friends and family. And I will be on holiday after Christmas. So it won't be a 12-week plan. It will be probably 5 weeks, 2 weeks off, and then the rest of it. But yes, definitely, if you struggle with procrastination, implementation, motivation, maintaining that on a regular basis, this works. I absolutely love it. If you want to know more about the books that help with your thinking, productivity, personal development, business development, then subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.